The man accidentally saw his girlfriend's disability certificate, so he decided to break up with her. Unexpectedly, his girlfriend explained it was a fake ID made to claim benefits, but the man clearly saw the certificate stated intellectual disability, which proved she truly had a cognitive impairment. Without hesitation, he left her standing there alone. Lisa still didn't understand what had happened, thinking her boyfriend had only stepped away for a moment, but she waited until sunset, and he never came back. The next day, Lisa ran into her boyfriend Jack on the street and said she missed him terribly, but Jack said he was on duty and urged her to leave quickly. His colleagues were surprised and teased him about secretly having a girlfriend. Afraid his co-workers would find out his girlfriend had a disability, Jack pulled Lisa toward a secluded area and made it clear he wanted to break up. Lisa naively thought they were just having an argument, so she offered him a carefully prepared gift, but Jack refused, swatting the gift box out of her hands, and before leaving, said, "Don't ever see me again." Lisa was 19 years old, though she looked normal. She had a congenital intellectual disability. Her mental age was only 7, making it impossible to connect with peers. People her age called her stupid, and during arguments, she would bite people's hands like a child. She had a group of younger friends and a mother who loved her deeply. She had grown up without a father. Her mom raised her alone. Her mother ran a small flower shop on the street. Life was hard, but it was still warm. On Lisa's 20th birthday, her mother gave her a camera, telling her to photograph anything she liked. One day, Lisa saw a man dressed as a mascot surrounded by children. Her heart started racing. The man looked exactly like the prince from her fairy tale dreams. Lisa didn't know the man had noticed her too. Jack was a traffic cop in the area. He often saw Lisa on the streets. Finally, that day, Jack found his chance to approach her. The green light, which had just turned on, suddenly switched to red. Lisa stood frozen in the middle of the road, unsure what to do. Jack, who was on duty, rushed over to her, using his role as an excuse. He said he needed to call her daily to confirm she was safe. Lisa gave him her number, secretly thrilled by this unexpected encounter with her prince. Later, Lisa shared her joy with her best friend Ella. Right at that moment, Jack called to invite her to dinner. Children often bring their best friends along when meeting someone new, so the three of them had a strange dinner date at a restaurant. During their conversation, Jack noticed Lisa's voice sounded childlike. Ella quickly tried to hide the truth. After the date, Lisa was happy, but Ella feared Jack would steal her best friend, so she asked Lisa, if both she and Jack fell into water, who would she save? Lisa chose Jack without hesitation. Lisa's answer broke Ella's heart. She felt betrayed by Lisa because of a man. Their mother witnessed the scene, but Lisa refused to tell her why. Back home, her mother challenged Lisa to a singing contest. Whoever won could make the other fulfill 3 wishes. Lisa, who could barely read, unsurprisingly lost. The first wish was that Lisa must learn to ride a bike, which was very difficult for her, but her mother told her that after 20, she could no longer fear failure. The second wish was that she could fight with friends but must always take the initiative to make up. The third wish was no matter how late she played, she must come home before dark. Perhaps sensing her daughter was in love, her mother was afraid this unknown man might hurt Lisa. The early days of romance are always sweet. Lisa began going on solo dates with Jack. She started learning to ride a bike, with Jack holding it steady behind her. But going downhill, Lisa fell due to nervousness. It was then that her disability certificate slipped out of her bag and Jack saw it. Jack realized Lisa was a woman with an intellectual disability and immediately thought of breaking up with her. At that moment, Lisa had no idea her boyfriend intended to leave. She simply waited where she was until the sun set. After Jack smashed her gift, Lisa unwillingly chased after him. There were many cars on the street. Lisa, who hadn't fully learned to ride, got knocked down. Jack ran over in a hurry, but instead of concern or a hug, Lisa got a barrage of scolding. With the mind of a 7-year-old, she couldn't comprehend the situation. Why did someone who liked her before suddenly stop liking her? That night, Lisa kept stuffing food into her mouth. Even when her mother told her to stop, she didn't. Her mother asked what happened, but she wouldn't say, not wanting her daughter to suffer alone. Her mother lost her temper for the first time. Lisa explained that her heart felt empty, and she wanted to fill it by eating more. Meanwhile, Jack was tormented inside. After thinking for a long time, he gradually understood his feelings for Lisa. Love is patient, love bears all things, and love never fails. If he truly liked Lisa, then what difference did it make that she had a disability? During the time Jack didn't come to her, Lisa went to the trampoline every single day. The trampoline owner knew Lisa was upset, so he never charged her. After bouncing for a long while, Jack suddenly showed up. Lisa was a little angry at first, but Jack climbed up directly. Almost instinctively, Lisa grabbed Jack's hand, afraid he'd fall. In Lisa's world, reconciliation was simple. Playing together was the best way to make up. After that, they were back to normal. They kept dating, getting to know each other, until one night, their relationship took a deeper step. But when her mother came home unexpectedly and saw Jack, she started beating him furiously. Actually, she and Jack had history. Not long ago, her mother had gotten a ticket from Jack, and his attitude had been terrible. She had cursed him with awful words. Later, They ran into each other at the police station entrance and even exchanged sarcastic remarks. But past grudges were secondary. Her mother's breakdown had another reason. Before coming home, she had gone to the hospital and been diagnosed with terminal cancer. As a widow, she had raised her intellectually disabled daughter against all odds, but now her own life was nearing its end. Losing control, she dragged Lisa to the rooftop, wanting to die with her daughter, unwilling to leave her to suffer alone. Thankfully, a neighbor stopped her in time. The neighbor's words helped her calm down. Even as a mother, she had no right to take her daughter's life. Unsure when she might leave this world, she began preparing things Lisa would need in the future. The first year's items went into one box, the second year's into another. Lisa didn't know her mother was sick, still angry that her mother had driven her boyfriend away. She even called her cold-blooded and heartless. Time passed slowly. Her mother kept organizing things, and Lisa eventually made up with her. Until one day, Lisa talked with Ella by the river. Ella mentioned that before her grandmother died, she spent every day organizing things. Lisa suddenly remembered her mother doing the same lately. She seemed to understand something. Back home, she burned all the boxes and grabbed her mother, demanding to know why she wanted to leave early. Through tears, her mother explained that some people must go when their time comes, but Lisa told her mother to pay more late fees to stay longer. How could a 7-year-old mind understand that death shows no mercy, and time doesn't stop just because you pay a penalty? Thinking she might die soon, her mother wondered if Jack could care for her daughter, but she wasn't sure if Jack truly loved Lisa. She told him her daughter had a neurological disorder. Though she seemed normal now, she could relapse in the future, requiring expensive medical care and endless exhausting daily struggles. If Jack couldn't accept such a future, he should leave Lisa. Romance is a burst of hormones, but marriage is the trivial mess of everyday life. So Jack wasn't sure if his love for Lisa was strong enough to ignore an uncertain future. Later, her mother's illness worsened, and Lisa slowly realized her mother would die soon, so she decided to show her mother she could live alone. She also realized she was a burden to Jack, and knew Jack would struggle to abandon her again. The only thing she could do was decide for him. So that day, Lisa took the initiative to break up with Jack. Before leaving, she said they'd meet again when she became normal. After that, she started learning to drive, with absolutely no help from anyone. When her mother was discharged from the hospital, she showed her mother the boxes she had packed, filled with all kinds of daily necessities. But she told her mother one thing was missing: a pot of herbs. In fairy tales, herbs can grant any wish, but the herb field was far from home, and Lisa hadn't had time to pick any yet. Her mother hugged her, deeply moved, saying her daughter had finally grown up. While embracing, Lisa noticed her mother's hair falling out in large clumps. She didn't scream or collapse like before. Instead, she quietly hid the hair under her pillow. That night, her mother lay weakly in bed. Lisa didn't want her mother to fall asleep. She wanted to take her mother to pick herbs, hoping to wish for her mother to stay forever. Then she rode her bicycle with her mother on the back seat. But she didn't know her mother had already stopped breathing until she hit a rock and they crashed onto the roadside. She kept apologizing to her mother, trying to help her up, but no matter how many times she tried, her mother didn't stand up. Her mother had once taught her, where you fall is where you get back up. This time, she managed it, but her mother didn't. 3 years later, Lisa fulfilled her promise to her mother and Jack. Though her IQ was still that of a 7-year-old, she could live completely independently. She had started looking for a job and successfully passed an interview. One day, walking down the street, Lisa suddenly saw a kite floating in the sky with a herb pattern. At the end of the string stood the man who had been waiting for her recovery. Growth sometimes happens quietly, in just a moment. That moment can be the loss of a loved one or a heartbreaking love. It's just that those moments of growth are ones we never want to relive.